This is Parthenogenesis Love, and I want to visit the second house in astrology, which I've discussed before, but we want to go into more detail. This is the domain of material wealth, possessions, personal income, and resources. It represents how we approach the physical aspects of life, including our financial security and material assets that provide comfort and stability. While the second house is not limited to just money, it influences how we accumulate, manage, and value the resources we have. This house sheds light on our attitudes towards spending and saving, helping us understand what we truly value and how we define wealth. Essentially, the second house reveals our relationship with the material world, both in terms of tangible things we own and intangible values we hold dear. This house is ruled by Taurus, an earth sign associated with practicality, groundedness, and a deep connection to the physical world. As a result, the second house acts in much the same way as Taurus does, focusing on stability, security, and the accumulation of resources over time. This is the house that governs our relationship with our possessions, but also our need for emotional security, comfort, and a sense of reliability in our surroundings. How we handle wealth and our personal assets reflects the same steady, methodical energy that Taurus brings to the table, prioritizing things that contribute to long term stability. In terms of finances, this house emphasizes the practical ways that we manage money. This house encourages careful planning, making thoughtful decisions about how to accumulate and preserve wealth. Much like Taurus, individuals influenced by the second house tend to prefer stability and routine when it comes to money. Rather than seeking quick or risky financial gains, they often choose a steady, gradual approach to building their financial foundation. Their desire for security and familiarity leads them to seek out reliable, stable sources of income, creating a sense of comfort and safety in their lives. The second house also reflects um, objects as symbols of our achievements and our personal values. The things that we use or possess or have as resources determines a lot about how we feel about ourselves, how we connect to this world that we live in, right? This physical world. And so we would look at these possessions, whether it be a home, a car, a collection of beautiful items, as providing a sense of grounding and fulfillment. The house's connection to Taurus here encourages an appreciation for the sensory pleasures of life, such as enjoying beautiful surroundings, tactile objects, waterfalls, and the natural world, right? Another key aspect of the second house is its connection to the earth, emphasizing a grounded and natural approach to resources. People with a strong second house influence may find fulfillment in the simple natural aspects of life, whether it's working with the land, enjoying the beauty of a starry night, or sustainability in maintaining possessions. We have a deep appreciation for the Earth's resources and encourage individuals to seek out what feels authentic, stable, and aligned with the future. In other words, this person may want to go to a forest or someplace, a grassy plain, so they can experience the physical world and cultivate a relationship with their surroundings that's both nurturing and protective. In terms of boundaries, the second house is also about creating a stable and secure environment for oneself. Just as Taurus values personal space and boundaries, the second house helps us to recognize where we need to set limits in order to protect our material and emotional resources. This house encourages us to be mindful of what we allow into our lives, both in terms of possessions and relationships. A strong second house energy will help us establish clear boundaries on what is ours, preserve our sense of security and well being against any others who might try to take it from us. The second house also plays a role in understanding what truly brings us joy and satisfaction in life. It's more than just material wealth, it's about experiences and resources that bring a genuine sense of fulfillment. These things may offer comfort, beauty, pleasure to the senses. This highlights the things we value most, whether it's the enjoyment of a favorite activity, a hobby, the beauty of a home environment, or even the way a certain possession feels in our hands. By exploring this house, we can better understand what our life's desires are and how we can attract rewarding experiences. On a deeper level, it represents our inner sense of self worth. It's not just about external possessions, but it's about how we value ourselves. If we can understand our relationship to self esteem, showing us whether we feel secure in who we are or what we rely on too heavily, then we can understand that our sense of value needs to be a grounded one that is not based on external things, but maybe more intrinsic things to have the stable and secure life. Therefore, the second house is associated with ritual and routine. much like the energy of Taurus. Taurus is a fixed sign. By developing consistent, grounded habits, we can build a stable foundation for our lives, whether it's maintaining a consistent income, saving money, following a daily routine, following through a sign we put on the refrigerator to remind us of what we need to do throughout the day. This helps promote long term security. And so we want to build those lasting structures in our lives that support our financial and emotional stability. And that includes intergenerational wealth left behind for the next generation. So, acting in the same way as Taurus, we can say in conclusion that this house creates security, stability, and comfort in the physical world, in the 3D. This house reveals how we approach our possessions, our wealth, our belongings in order to feel safe and secured. Examining the second house, we gain a deeper understanding of what really matters and how to cultivate a beautiful life that reflects our deepest values. Through careful financial management, the cultivation of beauty and comfort, and the establishment of strong boundaries, the second house helps us to recognize and realize and nurture what brings us truly lasting fulfillment. If you enjoyed this message, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, it's a safe space. You're welcome. If you're returning, I'm glad that you're back. And of course, in the name of the Most High God, I wish you health, wealth, prosperity, and abundance.